Hello, gorgeous. Welcome to Lifestyle Manifesting. I'm Shannon, and I talk all about manifesting as a lifestyle, every area of your life. You are having success with my content. I am the only manifestation coach you need. You belong right here. This is exactly where you belong. Today, I want to talk about how you have it all. You have everything. Manifest that you have it all because you already do have it all. Your world is a reflection of what you're thinking, assuming, and believing. And when you decide and you assume that you have it all, the world must prove to you that that's true. Your subconscious mind will go out and prove to you what you are focused on. And that if you decide that you have it all, your subconscious mind will prove that's true. Make that your mantra each and every day. As you fall asleep, state akin to sleep. Before you fall asleep at night, decide that you have it all. What would a conversation be that you're saying, wow, like I really have it all. I really have my dream life. Fall asleep in that assumption, because as you fall asleep, it is a very powerful time that you impress your subconscious mind. So fall asleep, saying to yourself or creating a scenario. Thank you for the rose. Yep. So create a scenario that you have it all. I have it all. So this is what you want to say to yourself. I have it all. Like, why am I living my dream life? Or how did I get here? How did I get to have it all? I have it all. I love that I have it all. Okay. So make that your mantra. Let that be your dominant thought that you have it all, because you're the creator and you're creating your reality according to where you're putting your focus and your attention. Make your attention on the idea that you have it all. Contemplate what it's like to have it all. Remember, you already do have it all, because your world is a reflection of your imagination. If you can imagine it, it means you already have it. Your actual physical world is a reflection of your current state of consciousness. So your current state of consciousness is who you assume yourself to be, how you believe reality to work, your assumptions, and what you're thinking and assuming, right? And believing. So the sum total of all that creates your reality. If you change your assumptions about yourself, assume you have it all, you're going to create that reality. Just decide it. You just make a decision. I have it all. No matter what happens, you decide that you have it all. No matter what you see, you decide that you can have that. You decide that you could drive that car. You decide you could wear that outfit. You decide that you could date or be in a relationship with that person. You decide to have it all. Decide to live your dream life. Decide that you already have your dream life. And your subconscious mind will go out and prove it to you. All right, so let me answer questions. You said, I've already answered all your questions with the intro. Perfect. That's alignment. That's you recognizing that everyone's yourself pushed out. Nikki Project. Affirming SP realized I'm the only one for him and he's already mine. Love it. I love it, Nikki. It's already done. You're a master at manifesting a specific person. Include that as part of your self-concept. Do you think you're someone that it's hard to manifest a specific person, or it's hard to manifest love, or it's hard to get this desire? Is that what you're thinking and assuming? Because that will be your reality. You want to decide that you are a master at this. Just claim it. Thank you, Shirley. Thanks for the roses. So just claim it. Like, I'm a master at manifesting love. I'm a master at living and experiencing the best relationship. So if I keep saying the same thing all the time, I will get that thing I'm saying. Yes, you will, because your reality is a projection of your consciousness, right? Our consciousness is our imagination. So what we imagine is projected out on the screen of space. This whole world is just a screen of space. So that's why it works. When you say something and you repeat an affirmation, you're repeating the story of you with your desire. That's why you will manifest it, because you are the cause, right? You're the causation. And what you're contemplating and what you're thinking about, what you're assuming, what you're affirming, what you're saying, all of that, right? That is all projected into your physical experience. Just like when we're learning to walk, or learning to swim, or learning to play any sport, or play an instrument. You practice and repeat a pattern, and then your subconscious mind assimilates that pattern, and then it's just on autopilot. You wanted to learn how to walk, and you assimilated the pattern. Your subconscious mind pushed that out to the world, and it was just a natural, normal occurrence for you. It's the same way with an affirmation or with your desire. You're going to repeat to yourself, I'm already wealthy. I'm already rich. God's riches, I'm blessed to have all of God's riches. Or I am already in the relationship. I'm already loved. And then what you repeat to yourself will be pushed out to the world. Pretty girl, thanks for following. I know, Gold Queen, you've been missing me. I've been missing you. I've been missing all of you. I know, I've been traveling. I've been on boats. I've been parasailing, jet skiing, or whatever, wave running. I've been out and about, and I've been imagining all great things for all of you. Toya, I want to understand parallel realities and quantum manifesting SP related. Parallel realities means everything exists right now. Okay, there is no future, there is no past. There's only the present moment. This is the only moment that exists, right? Even the past exists right now. It only all exists now, simultaneously. Everything's existing now, but you are experiencing reality from your perspective. That, what you're assuming and thinking and believing, your perspective is creating your reality. So if you want to quantum jump, so quantum means you're taking a sort of what we perceive as a significant leap. So if you want to quantum jump into the reality where you're with your person, you're going to have to see through that reality, like be the version of you who's seeing from that reality. And you can do that by affirming, I'm already in this relationship. I already am, if you want to be married or already have the money, you claim you already have it. Well, you said specific person. So claim, I'm already loved. I'm already in a loving relationship. Think about that, how it's not that you're trying to get into the future. You're taking the future and you're making the future now, because this is the only moment that exists. And your reality is a reflection of your inner world. So if you claim you're already in a relationship, the outer world must prove that's true. The outer world is proving to us what our dominant beliefs are. You're going to affirm that over and over, and you're just going to change your belief. You're going to change your belief, and your world will prove it to you. Well, why don't we have to believe our affirmations in order to manifest? You will believe your affirmations, okay? You might not believe them now, because an assumption, even though it's not true, if you persist in an assumption, it will turn into a fact. So right now, the truth is you might not believe your affirmation, but you're going to keep repeating your affirmation. And as you repeat something to yourself, you're going to start believing them, or you're going to believe your affirmation. Plus, because you're focused on that idea, what you contemplate reflects in your world. You're going to see proof of it. Of course, you're going to believe it. I'm not saying we always have to believe it 100%. You're going to believe it on some level. You believe on some level you're the creator. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So you already have a belief, some belief around that. Okay, we don't have to overthink it. Just remember, what you put your attention on is what's materialized in your world. And is affirming enough to manifest? Yes, it is. One thing that even Neville Goddard said, if there's one technique, I don't know if he called it a technique, but if there were one thing you were to do to shift your reality or change your reality, is to change your inner conversations. Inner conversations, in my point of view, is not any different from affirming. It's affirming your new story, because as you say something to yourself, you're already thinking in pictures. Your subconscious mind is thinking in pictures. If I say there's a green leaf, you're picturing that. On some level, you're picturing that already. So you don't need to visualize necessarily. Affirming is enough. I personally also have affirmed my affirmations manifest. I have a video on my playlist on YouTube, Trust and Know That Your Desire Is Yours. In that video, I talk about, or I include that your affirmations manifest. So my affirmations manifest. They already are manifesting, okay? But, I like to remind myself, my affirmations manifest. You'll hear people say they don't manifest. Like I've heard Tony Robbins, because I used to like him, with my real estate business. And I heard him say, affirmations don't manifest. That's not true. It is not true. He just didn't test it. And also remember, your belief is proven to you. So if you believe that affirmations don't manifest, you're going to experience that reality. Okay, I'm like living the easy life. I'm living a life of ease. So I tested all of this and I proved it to myself. First, I tested it and I saw that it worked. So that's why I'm bringing it to you, and I want you to test it and then prove to yourself that it works. Okay, because I also see that I could see, and I tested, when I affirm things, I didn't even necessarily have to make any specific action for it, because I affirmed something and then I got a phone call, not just one, but that was when the light bulb first went off, when I affirmed something and I got the call that I got it out of the blue. Any tips, hi Nikki, any tips to put myself back on the pedestal? Just decide right now you're already on the pedestal. Okay, I gave myself time to be sad and now I'm trying to be better. Okay, yeah, but okay, I love it. You just let yourself be sad, and here's the thing, we could get bored of something, and that's powerful. You're bored of being sad, aren't you? Okay, don't you want to live your best life? You put yourself on the pedestal by declaring it. Just say it right now. I am a prize. I am the prize. Okay, so contemplating who you really are, a child of God. You are a gift to life. You are a blessing. You are a masterpiece. You are unique, the one and only you. Remember to contemplate those things. As we move through our physical day, some things you could do: mirror work, look at yourself in the mirror, compliment yourself, only say beautiful things about yourself. So those are other ways that you could put yourself, to see yourself. Like putting yourself on the pedestal is seeing yourself in the greatest light. Right? So see yourself in the greatest light. See yourself as valuable. See yourself as enough. Okay, so any of these could be affirmations. I am enough. I am the prize. I am valuable. I am important. Because you decide you are. Not because, here's what we get wrong in life, because we wanted someone else to tell us that we were good enough. Maybe we needed our parents to tell us we were good enough, or that we're wanted, or we didn't feel loved and then wanted someone else to show us the love. But if you decide you're loved, the world will reflect how you're seeing yourself. Decide that you're loved, even by that specific person. Because we might already be assuming I'm loved, but that person doesn't love me. Well, your affirmations, the story you're telling, is manifesting. So you simply change that story. Decide that you're loved and that person loves you. SP is so nonchalant. How do I make him obsessed with me and not nonchalant? Hear him say something different. Okay? Hear him say something different. Imagine hearing what you want to hear. Imagination creates reality. So since what you imagine creates your personal reality, because you have your own personal reality, and what you imagine creates your personal reality, then if you imagine, SP is saying, you are gorgeous and you are lovely and I'm blessed to be with you. If you imagine hearing your person saying that, then the world must prove to you that's true. Then your person must repeat those affirmations to you. So remember, ignore the circumstance. Ignore it. And ignore it could be in any way. You could be like, I don't even want to talk to you today unless you remember that I'm important. Or, however you want to say that in your own words. Like, we're not really going to say that, but what are we going to say? What are you going to say? Like, when you treat me right, then you can hang out with me. Okay. So it's not, what's really important is your mental diet, what you're mentally assuming, because we might say one thing and then have an assumption of something different. Okay, you want to align your mental assumption. It's hard to stay positive, but trying. Nikki, that's what you were saying. Oh, wait. Also, you said, affirming SP realized I'm the one and only for him. Oh, we did that. He's already mine. That's already done. Why don't you just start saying it's easy to stay positive? I intend to stay positive. I intend to live my best life. I intend to love my life. Why is it hard to stay positive when you're a goddess, when you're a masterpiece? But just contemplate those ideas. Queen, going back to, how do you make him obsessed with you? Like your inner conversations, like he's so obsessed with me. He just can't get enough of me. I'm an obsession. I am so amazing. Okay, it's the story you're telling. Okay, but sometimes we get distracted because when that person acts a certain way that you didn't like, are you focused on that, wondering what's going on? Or are you deciding you're still the person that he's obsessed with no matter what? How do you deal with the thought that SP has their own free will, their own reality where they don't want you? You have to keep testing the law. Test the law with affirmations. That's how I really started noticing. Well, I could see that my reality was changing with my thoughts. Okay, so it's about being aware, pay attention to what people are repeating to you, what the conversations you're having. Just pay attention to your world, because if you affirm something and you pay attention, you will notice that people are repeating your affirmations back to you. They're always reflecting you. We believe that that's because that's part of the illusion that everyone's separate. We lived life that way, right? You were born believing that everything and everyone's separate from you, but that is not true. It's not completely true. Okay, so you just have to test it out, and it's easy to test, and you're going to prove it to yourself in the testing. Find creative, fun things. I've given lots of my own examples, things I affirmed. Okay, I affirmed things that weren't true and also that people didn't tell me. So the things that I affirmed, I chose to say up to myself. I affirmed it in my mind, not even out loud, just right. You don't have to do that. You just speak it in your mind, and then I noticed everyone was repeating what I was saying. So for example, I affirmed my legs are strong, and I just kept affirming because that was my insecurity. I was like, my thighs. Well, I just decided I was going to say, nope, my legs are strong. They're firm. They're beautiful. My legs are strong. And I kept affirming that. And then guess what? People started telling me how strong my legs looked. So I chose something, number one, that was an insecurity, and I just flipped it up. I just flipped it. It wasn't even true that they were strong. That wasn't even totally true. But I saw that reflected back. Another thing I affirmed, I was like, well, how about if I affirm I look like a celebrity? And then I was affirming that. And then, of course, that was reflected back to me. Even to the point where on vacation, a whole group of people were fighting about how I looked like this one actress. Not fighting about it, but they were like, no, you look like, so, and I didn't even bring it up. I didn't bring it up. It was a reflection of my affirmation. So these are really fun ways to test the law. What else would you want to affirm? I affirm that, my skin looks smooth. It looks like I got Botox, which I didn't get Botox. But what happened? People started asking me, did you get Botox? Just take anything you want that's not true and start affirming it. And then you're going to see that people repeat to you your affirmations and what you're assuming and what you're thinking. It's going to be easy for you to believe what you're thinking and assuming is overheard by everything and everyone. So now just think the best of yourself. Think the highest of yourself. Think of yourself as successful. Think of yourself as already loved. Think of yourself as someone who you're the dream partner. Why don't you just decide you are the dream catch? Just change it. Just start affirming it. Again, remember, who was asking earlier, do you have to believe it? You don't have to believe it, but as you keep repeating it and the world proves it to you as true, like through someone reflecting, it's going to be easy to believe it. It's so easy to believe it. There's no doubt that we are the creator. I have no doubt in that. I've manifested everything I wrote down. Now, anything that I'm thinking for now for the future, I have no doubt it's part of my life. Hey, Michelle C. I'm a master of success in my life. That's beautiful. I'm a master of success. I master success. I want him so in love with me and obsessed that he can't hide it. Declare it. Start saying he already is. You don't need to see that before it's going to happen. You want to start saying it now, and then your reality will be a projection of what you're saying. He's so in love with me. He's so obsessed with me. He can't even hide it. Just think that. You're getting ready in the morning, you're putting on whatever, doing your hair, putting on makeup, brushing your teeth. Just start thinking he's so obsessed. He can't even hide it. Any tips to get a new home? Yeah, affirm. I already have my new home. I love it. I love my new home. Fall asleep in your new home. I did this also. This is what I did. And I think this is one of the stories Neville Goddard gave as a success stories, right? Or one of his success stories. I imagined every night. Now, at the time, I was living in my mom's basement. I went through a divorce. I lost everything, right? I didn't have anything. And my credit score was ruined from the divorce because of marital debt. And I was like, how am I going to get a place? Well, I had to, if I kept thinking that, I wasn't going to get the new place. Instead, I decided, I don't know how, but it's mine. I just decided that. As I fell asleep, I knew where I wanted to be. I knew what neighborhood I wanted to be. I knew approximately the area I wanted to be. Once I saw the place that I wanted, then I went to sleep each night and I imagined I was sleeping in that home. I imagined from that location. Not that I was in my mom's basement. I closed my eyes and imagined that I could feel the freshly painted walls around me. I imagined this different, new neighborhood that I wanted to be in. I wanted my kids to go to school at that particular school. Fall asleep in your new home. And when you don't know all the details, that's okay too. Just imagine, if it's 6 bedrooms or whatever, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, you just start saying to yourself, what does that look like to you? What does it look like or feel like? And you don't have to do anything. You're going to naturally take action according to where you're focused. It will happen, and I don't even know how, right? We don't know how. It's not your job to know how. Your job is to imagine the wish fulfilled. The wish fulfilled is you and your desire. Okay, they say go to the end of your desire, but I want marriage with SP. Can I start with relationship? Sure. Yeah, and you know what? That's fine because there's always an end of something. So for some people, and there's one person in particular that's having great success in my VIP group. She didn't want to go to the end of marriage. She wanted to go in steps. So just go in steps. That's fine. Because you're going to build your, sort of confidence in manifesting. And then as you manifest the messages, okay, so you start with your relationship. Okay, that's your end right now. It doesn't have to be marriage. That you're in a relationship, and everything that needs to happen for that relationship to come about will happen. First, you'll get messages or you'll run into each other. Whatever will happen that needs to happen will happen, and then bring you to that place. As you're in the relationship and you know what you want, and if it's marriage, you're in the relationship and now you want marriage, then that's your new end. I just want to meet a famous person, but I don't want to have to pay or concert to affirm. When I started affirming deliberately, the first thing I started affirming were concerts. I went to so many concerts my first year, the first year of learning manifestation. I went to free concerts all the time. In fact, I won 4-day tickets, 2 4-day tickets to Lollapalooza in Chicago. All right, so remember, you're creating your reality. Just start saying. You're always upgraded. You always get things for free. You always run into famous people. Why don't you just start saying that? You're a magnet for famous people. They're just interested in you. They're like, hey, who are you? Something about you looks familiar. I mean, again, this is a story, right? These are stories you can tell about yourself and create that reality. Okay, so how about manifesting money? It's easy to manifest money. Money is always in my life. I always have money to do anything I want. At every point in time and every moment in time and point in space, I always have money. Money flows into my life. I have more than enough money. Remember, you are the cause. The outer world's the effect. So claim you already have it. Okay, see your bank account with the extra zeros that you want to see. When you're paying a bill, you say, this bill is paid. If you have debt, you're going to say that debt is paid. Okay, Sunny, SP said he wants to marry. Congratulations. But needs to save money 2 more years. So I affirm that he's rich or that I'm married. Why not affirm both? Affirm. We're married. Already married. Already married happened this year. Like whatever your timeline is. It can change according to what you decide. Affirmations for youth. You mean for looking youthful? I am youthful. I am reverse aging. My cells are regenerating. I am beautiful. I am youthful. I am strong. I am vital. I want to manifest weight loss. Okay, Kat, just say, I already lost the weight. I love my body. I love that I lost XYZ. I'm already at my goal weight. Can you talk about scripting? How to script? Can I script my affirmations? Yeah, you can. I created a journal. One of the first things I created with my business was it's a blank journal. And I wrote on the cover, everything I write in this journal becomes true, because that's what was happening for me. Everything I wrote down became true. So scripting, there's not just one way to do it. You could write a story. You could picture yourself already in that reality. It's like you just want to take yourself to that reality. So you could write affirmations, right? Because you're impressing yourself with these ideas. And these ideas are pushed out to your world. Rhonda Byrne just said it in her live, it's impossible to manifest someone you like. But Rhonda Byrne, here's the difference, Sheppy. Because Rhonda Byrne probably never tried. And then she thought it was impossible. But do you understand that those of us who teach manifest a specific person, because we see that people are already reflecting us. That's why. Okay, so Rhonda's not wrong. That's her reality. It's impossible for her to do that. Rhonda Byrne is wrong, but she's not wrong because in her reality, that's true. In her reality, she can't manifest someone to like you. She doesn't know that. She didn't try it. She didn't have the realization. She had the realization to write the book, The Secret, right? She's the author of The Secret. So she knows it on some level and manifested money. I don't know really because I don't know her, right? And I've listened to some interviews. I think she's brilliant. She just doesn't realize it because she didn't try it. Or she didn't have the awareness for that. So when you're manifesting a specific person, you really understand to the degree that everything is a projection of you. All you have to do is change your conception of someone and they will reflect that. So it worked. So I knew that's how I manifested my guy. I just started writing down the type of person I pictured in my life. And that was it. I read that every day. I wasn't taking anything less. Yes, you can manifest someone to like you because you already are deciding that they don't like you. And that was not even a conscious choice. It was probably some insecurity and someone's like, they'll never like me. Okay, again, we have general and specific beliefs. You just have to recognize if you change your story, you will change your reality. I'm only thinking the best of everybody. Yes, it does take time. Yeah. And I'm not saying time in a big way. Do you understand that I never even heard the word manifesting 6 years ago or 5 years ago, about 2018. So it was like halfway through that year of 2018, I never even heard any law of assumption, law of attraction. I never heard any of this. In 1 year, I completely transformed my life. In 1 year, by being dedicated to the new story. Plus, I could see that what I was assuming was happening. Brittany, you said manifested a guy to show up the way I wanted him to, then he showed up completely opposite and was completely disrespectful. I'm trying to figure out why. Well, so when that happened, it was just, I mean, here's the thing. The figuring out why sometimes is the reason why that keeps showing up, because you're trying to figure out why. But remember, if you stay in the end, so like you did, you have to keep staying in the end. He shows up the way you wanted, and he shows that. And then if it sort of just started going opposite, don't let that guide you where you're going. You mentally have to stay in the end. Nope, he's showing up respectful and kind. All of those ideas that you wanted. So you have to stay in the end and not let yourself figure out why. You'll figure it. You stay in the end, you'll figure out why. You just didn't stay in the end. The end is you are respected. I love you all. If you want to do the work on your own, use my self-concept course. It is a blueprint of success created from my success stories, all my client success stories, and you will have success. If you want to be part of my community, I love meeting all of you. I love seeing you level up. Join my VIP group. Join my mastermind. It's free for a week. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, I do also work with people one-on-one through Zoom calls. So you guys have an amazing day. You are the operant power. You are the one who has the trump card. You know, you can trump anything in your reality. So you have that trump card. You could create whatever you want to create. I love you all. Bye.